Something strange? BTS's Jungkook returns to Korea. His attitude attributed to Jimin. BTS's Jungkook's return to Korea this time really stole the public's attention, but not only because of its status as BTS's golden mean, but because of its attitude that is considered different from usual. Many fans thought there was something strange in the way Jungkook carried himself at the airport. His expression seemed a mixture of relief, nervousness, and hope. This made the ARMY begin to associate Jungkook's change of attitude with Jimin's figure, friends as well as group mates who are known to have a deep emotional bond with him. Some fans who were present in person at Incheon Airport reported that Jungkook was seen bowing his head more often, occasionally holding his phone, as if he was waiting for a message from someone. ARMY who noticed this small detail immediately speculated that the figure he was waiting for was none other than Jimin. The moment was further strengthened by the news that Jimin had indeed been in Korea first. It is even suspected that he is preparing something special to welcome Jungkook. On social media, hashtags such as #JIKOOKRUNYEON and #WelcomeHomeJungkook immediately became a trending topic. Many fans wrote that Jungkook's attitude was not an ordinary quirk, but rather a sign that there was something emotional he was harboring, and Jimin's name kept appearing in every speculation. Some even believe that Jimin's presence is the biggest factor that makes Jungkook look unusual. It was as if he was trying to hold back his emotions before finally reuniting with a person who meant a lot to him. Local Korean media also began to highlight this phenomenon. They wrote that Jungkook's return this time was different compared to the previous one because there was a strong, emotional narrative behind it. Not only about his musical activities or performances abroad, but also personal relationships that always attract public attention. Speculation grew when an airport staffer mentioned that Jungkook had turned his head toward the arrival gate several times, as if looking for a certain figure in the crowd. This makes fans even more convinced that Jungkook's strange attitude is closely related to Jimin. Shortly after the news of Jungkook's return spread widely, the ARMY's attention immediately turned to Jimin. His known sensitivity to Jungkook made many fans wonder, what was Jimin's reaction after hearing that Jungkook had already arrived in Korea? Although there was no official statement, the ARMY found some small clues that were considered codes from Jimin. Through an upload on the Weverse platform, Jimin wrote a warm, short message, as if to welcome the return of someone he really missed. The message reads simply, "Today feels fuller." The short sentence immediately led the ARMY to speculate that Jimin was alluding to Jungkook's return. Many fans believe that Jimin deliberately wrote those words as a form of subtle welcome to Jungkook, without having to say his name directly. In addition, some Korean media reported that Jimin was seen in the Seoul area the day before Jungkook's arrival, as if he was preparing something. Rumors were growing that Jimin wanted to give Jungkook a personal and warm welcome, rather than just an ordinary meeting in a dorm or studio. Fans began to imagine the emotional moment that might occur when the two met again. Even more shocking, several eyewitnesses at Incheon Airport claimed that they saw one of the staff close to Jimin at the site of Jungkook's return. This further fueled speculation that Jimin did have a secret plan to welcome Jungkook. Moreover, Jungkook's expression that seemed to be looking for someone among the crowd of fans further strengthened this narrative. On social media, the indirect interaction between the two made new hashtags emerge, such as #JiminForJungkook and #JungkookHomecoming. Fans flooded the comments with emotional remarks, saying that Jimin and Jungkook's bond could not be hidden even though they did not openly talk about it. Not a few ARMY also connect all this with the possibility of BTS's big comeback in 2026. Many believe that the emotional moment between Jimin and Jungkook is just a small part of something bigger that HYB is preparing for. Moreover, speculation regarding the global 2026 project has intensified after the two were known to have traveled on the same flight before, after the news of Jungkook's arrival in Korea stole the spotlight. The conversation on social media heated up with a spotlight on his attitude that was considered different from usual. Many soldiers felt that there was something strange when Jungkook walked into the Incheon Airport terminal, as if he was hiding something behind his meaningful smile and gaze. Some fans even called Jungkook's attitude unusual this time because it looked more rushed, as if someone was waiting for him. And of course, Jimin's name is immediately associated with that moment. Some of the photos taken by the media show Jungkook repeatedly looking towards the exit, his expression difficult to guess, between longing, relieved, and a little awkward. ARMY also assumed that he could not wait to meet someone outside the airport, and the biggest guess was none other than Jimin. Given their closeness, speculation has intensified that Jimin has prepared a special welcome for his friend and groupmate. More interestingly, fans found a small moment where Jungkook had time to pick up his phone and smile lightly before continuing the move. Many believe he is communicating with Jimin. "Looks like he's smiling," one ARMY comment said on Twitter. This narrative makes the public even more convinced that there is a hidden story behind Jungkook's return this time. Moreover, if it is true that both are preparing for something bigger, it is not surprising that their attitude looks full of question marks. This warmth and mystery is what makes the interaction between Jungkook and Jimin always in the spotlight of the world, making ARMY can't wait to see what the next step of the two iconic figures of BTS is. Allegations about a secret plan between Jungkook and Jimin are increasingly discussed. Many soldiers believe that Jungkook's return to Korea is not just for rest or personal activities, but part of the agenda that has been prepared with Jimin. This rumor was further strengthened because previously both were caught on camera on the same flight to Asia, although trying to keep their distance so as not to be too conspicuous. Speculation is growing that Jimin and Jungkook are preparing something big under HYB, which is touted as a global project for 2026. Some fans have even highlighted the similarity of the two schedules in recent times, such as attendance at international fashion events, recording activities carried out secretly, so often they appear to be in the same location but at different times. All these signs give rise to the belief that there is a red thread that connects the activities of both. What makes it even more interesting is the way Jungkook behaves at the airport. He looked full of secrets, but still slipped a small smile that seemed to code to fans that something was being prepared. Some ARMY interpreted his gaze and gestures as a form of enthusiasm to immediately start a project with Jimin. In fact, some suspect that Jimin could have been waiting at the same location. Preparing a surprise to welcome Jungkook.it is not the first time that the two have made the public wonder. Since the beginning of BTS's career, Jimin and Jungkook have been known to be close, not only as colleagues, but also friends who understand each other. So, if it is true that they are preparing a global-scale collaboration, it is only natural that the ARMY is so excited to welcome and analyze their every move. With all the speculations, little codes, and huge attention now on Jungkook and Jimin, it is clear that each step of the two has never escaped the public spotlight. Jungkook's return to Korea and his attitude attributed to Jimin only added to the length of the list of moments that made ARMY even more convinced that something special was being prepared. Whether it's a global project, a musical collaboration, or even a bigger surprise from HYB, only time can tell. One thing is for sure, fan enthusiasm never subsides. Support and curiosity continue to flow, making Jungkook and Jimin's story not just an ordinary interaction between BTS members, but part of a long journey that has always captivated the hearts of millions of people around the world. The ARMY now only has to wait, whether all the rumors and signs will be answered in the near future, or even further ignite curiosity with the mystery that is still closely guarded.